So I am on 3 minutes early. So it looks like there is actually somebody already there. I was just trying to get it set up and it said going live now. I was just trying to test to make sure it was going and my microphone was right. But I guess we're going to go ahead and start now. So for those of you I can see that are watching, if you want to go ahead and just write your names into the chat, then I know who all we have here. Hey, Aiden, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. It's the middle of October, day after the middle of October. Our timing was terrible because literally Jazz was just asleep up there, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. You guys will actually get to see him today. But no dice. We'll see how everything pans out with everybody. Okay, that says Ian Watt. So Ian, glad you could join us. Welcome to Restless. We'll just hang out here for a few minutes as we get ready to get kicked off. But we've got some fun stuff in store for you guys today. So yeah, we've got about a minute, and I'll let a couple more people drag in. But you know, if it's just a couple of us at 4:30, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and get started. As people show up, we'll just let them in on our fun. So we look forward to having a good day. So it's Friday. It's the end of the week. Congratulations. You guys survived another week of school. So we're looking forward to hearing about all of those events. And Aiden and Ian, you guys were both at our in-person event on Friday. So that was fun having you guys there last week as we played bingo and people won prizes. So Aiden, I still got to get you your prize. Sorry about that, but we've got a good setup of games for you guys today based off of the screen. So I'm hoping we've got seems like the screen is not showing the white super well. I guess it's showing, I guess that's the opposite. It's showing the white really well. So hopefully you guys are able to check it out as we play some games. So this is the time of year, you know, where people start getting out their decorations. It's Halloween. It's fall, right? Aiden and Ian, you guys will learn once you get married, stuff like this starts appearing in your house, right? So we've got a whole bunch of just fall color stuff. Our house is typically, our house typically has a lot of red things, and for whatever reason, a lot of fall stuff comes out come the season. It is Carolyn's favorite season. I'm a summer guy. You guys can go ahead, if you want in the chat, go ahead and put your favorite what's your favorite season? Fall, summer, winter, or spring. I also do love spring as well, but headed into a great season of fall where there's a couple holidays, and there's just kind of, I feel like San Diego, we don't necessarily get like the changing of the season as much. Like it was really hot this week. So for the middle of October, that was pretty warm. Hey, Josie, glad you could join us this afternoon. I guess it's not quite evening yet. But for me, fall is not necessarily my favorite, but I do enjoy the cooler weather, right? Like if I'm going to go outside and go for a hike or for a walk, you know, fall is like prime season for that. So yeah, I'm with you, Declan. Fall is pretty cool. I also enjoy winter, yes, where it's nice and cool. Let's just be honest. I kind of love all seasons. I love the fact that there's change. I love the fact that things are different. But for those of you guys that are like me, I remember in school, this section just always felt super rough, right? It just always felt super rough. I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like we are in the middle of a section of school where you have the fewest days off, right? It seems like from the time school started until the time it was, you know, Veterans Day, right? Which is usually the 13th-ish of November. it seemed like we never had any days off of school, and it was just like school every single day. And it's one of those seasons where I really felt like I just really had to dig deep and just really just like push forward. And, I can't wait for that one day, that one Monday I'm going to get off. Right. And then, once you make it to that Monday, it's almost Thanksgiving break and you're going to get a full week off. So as you guys know, one of the things that is super just fun and interesting about fall is, I don't know where you guys land on the spectrum. I'm not anti this, but I don't like the fact that it's used as a marketing tool, is that we are in the pumpkin spice season, right? So if you want, you can go ahead and write yay or nay in the comments of how you feel about pumpkin spice. Here's my thing. It is delicious. It is delicious. I like pumpkin pie spice. I like pumpkin spice, whatever. But I don't like the fact that it all of a sudden just takes over, right? I don't know why, but I feel like there isn't nearly as much hype about peppermint stuff. But like, Christmas comes out and all of a sudden there's peppermint drinks, there's candy canes everywhere. But like, for me, I just wish that they would make it available whenever you wanted it. Like, it's exclusively a fall item, and I feel like that makes people want it more. Like, I feel like if pumpkin spice whatevers were on the menu year round, I feel like nobody would ever order them. They would go for maybe they would always go for the caramel ones or the mocha ones, or maybe they usually get those, and every once in a while they try to mix it up and get a pumpkin pie flavored thing. But Carolyn loves pumpkin pie. She loves pumpkin pie spice drinks. And so I'm the one that wakes up early in the morning, and I usually make our coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, after we play our first game, I'm going to show you guys my morning coffee routine. Well, you can't even tell there's coffee. So this is what I brew our coffee into. So in the morning, I brew coffee. This thing will be full, and Carolyn drinks a cup. Carolyn actually took a second cup to work today. She went to go see it. Basically, when I'm doing this, I'm really, really loud. So if she's going to be seeing a client, they don't want to be able to hear me talking in the background because it's confidential. As a therapist, she can't have them wondering, like, can that person that I can hear me? So she took another coffee. So I'm going to go ahead in a minute, show you guys my morning routine with coffee. But the other thing I shared about earlier is that for whatever reason, this is a really tough section of school because they're so long between a break. I know periodically you guys get like a professional growth day, like it's a Friday where the teachers have to go into work, but you guys get in. I think they added one of those. But there's just that whole idea of it's just a real long stretch. It feels like we go a really long time, and we need to use fall as something to bring a little bit of joy because it feels like we're going to school every day. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this first activity we're going to do. Is, if you guys have noticed, this is kind of like everybody getting obsessed with the pumpkin pie spice culture, right? Where everybody gets obsessed with stuff around this season. And for those of you guys that have been noticing, there seems to be days for everything right now. Like, there's days where there's no, just like a holiday every single day. It's national this day. It's national this day. It's national this day. So we're going to play is this actually a national this day? And honestly, if some of them are not, maybe we should make them. So this first one, what do you guys think? International Skeptics Day. Do you think International Skeptics Day actually has a official, like, this is when we're going to unite everybody who's skeptical? I'm pretty skeptical about some things, right? I'm pretty skeptical about some things. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that International Skeptics Day is a actual, not, I guess we don't want to, we're calling them holidays, but obviously, like, it's not necessarily a holiday because you don't necessarily get I guess we also have to discuss, I guess we don't have to, but what counts something as a holiday? I remember in Singapore growing up, we got every holiday off of school, like all these just because there are so many different religions and cultures, and we got lots of different days off of work. So like, in the fall, I'm like, sweet, Rosh Hashanah, my favorite. Like, it's like, I really don't know much about Rosh Hashanah. I think it has something to do. It's like a couple weeks before Yom Kippur, which is another day we got off of school and nobody really knew what they did. Like, they were getting it off unless they were a certain religion. But it was kind of nice because we had a few additional days off that you guys didn't have, which was a good deal. So International Skeptics Day, it is a holiday. So October 13th. So if you don't believe me that I understand. I don't know if you got, but I was making a skeptical pun there. So next one, what do you guys think? This one's my favorite. Squirrel Awareness Month. Do you guys think that October might be Squirrel Awareness Month? I think it's always good to be aware of squirrels, but do you think it's Squirrel Awareness Month? So, any thoughts? I guess for me, it's more of like any day I am very much so like one of those out of sight, out of mind people, right? So for me, I'm like, if I see a squirrel, I'm like, oh, it's a squirrel. I'm aware of squirrels. But like most of the time, not really aware of squirrels. What do you guys think? Yay or nay, Squirrel Awareness Month? The answer is holiday. So all of October, Squirrel Awareness Month. So everybody, make sure you go out and celebrate. We be aware of squirrels. Not sure what that looks like. Next one. Zombie Apocalypse Prevention Week. Do you guys think there is a Zombie Apocalypse Prevention Week in the month of October? So I don't know if there is, but I do know if you go to Costco, they have a pack that you can get that has all the essentials you could potentially need. And I know there's a big debate as to what sort of weapon you would choose in a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. I figure, as a type 1 diabetic, my chances of surviving a zombie apocalypse might be higher because I might taste sweeter, and I figure zombies don't really want candy. Who knows? Who knows? That's just a theory. So I feel like I would have a good chance. I don't know what my weapon of choice would be, but maybe I always thought I would look cool if I had a big old axe, one of the ones with the two sides on it, just like walking around. But I just don't think that's worth having in the house. There's way too many opportunities for me to accidentally hurt Carolyn or the cat, or Carolyn hurting me. So probably stay away from double-sided axes in the Klusmeyer home. What do you guys think? Zombie apocalypse? Not a day. Not a day. So it is not Zombie Apocalypse Awareness Week, and there isn't one in the month of October, but I think we'll be okay with that one. Okay, this is a good one. Myself personally, not a fan. Not a fan. Okay, so do you think there is a National Candy Corn Day in the month of October? So for those of you guys, you can also put in the comments whether you like or dislike candy corn. So maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, my best friend was neighbors with another friend of mine, and I was over visiting him for something, and she was out front, and we were just talking, and she just kind of came over, and she goes, I need you guys to help me and just take this. I can't stop eating all of this candy corn, and there's just so much of it. And I'm just like, personally, that would never be a problem for me. I wouldn't, like, no one would ever like catch me like hiding in a closet eating candy corn. Like, it's just not that great. Although I will dig up a book. So my mom gave me a box of a bunch of my old school projects, and when I was like in 3rd grade, I wrote a book like in like a English class. They make you do art and English when you're little, and so I had to write a book, and then I had to draw art for it and things like that, which you guys have already seen. My art's terrible. So for whatever reason, there were aliens and they were made out of candy corn. So they're candy corn aliens in my book. So what do you guys think? National Candy Corn Day? Is there a National Candy Corn Day? Yes, there is. October 30th. So the day before Halloween is National Candy Corn Day. So for those of you guys that are coming to our family movie night, October 30th, we're going to watch the movie Hotel Transylvania. We're going to go in the lower lot, get a projection screen. Everybody will bring their camping chairs. We'll hang out there, have a good time. If you want, you can bring candy corn. Me, I will not be bringing candy corn, but you can provide your own candy corn if you would like. So Candy Corn Day, October 30th, also our movie night. So I don't know how I feel about this one. Eat a Ghost Pepper Day. Do you guys think that there is a Eat a Ghost Pepper Day in the month of October? I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're called ghost peppers. Their scientific name is the boot jalokia. It's a very, very hot pepper, multiple millions of Scovilles. Do you think there is a Eat a Ghost Pepper Day in the month of October? It makes sense. It's like the Halloween. People are talking about ghosts. It's a ghost pepper. You know, maybe eat a ghost pepper and then try to cool off your mouth using candy corn. Sounds like an awful idea. So what do you guys think? For me, honestly, I think my super hot pepper eating days are behind me. I've grown up a little bit, and I feel like I have nothing left to prove. But I don't think I'll be eating a ghost pepper in the month of October. What do you guys think? The answer is not a day. So there is not a day in the month of October that is Eat a Ghost Pepper Day. But I feel like Tim might make one. I'll propose that one to Tim and say, hey, Tim, this isn't a thing it needs to be. Kind of like coming up is No Shave November. And I was just thinking about that today. And I think for No Shave November, I'll probably just shave. Because I don't like people telling me when I should and shouldn't do things. Ghost Appreciation Day. Ghost Appreciation Day. So it's not actually Ghost Appreciation Day, but in Latin America, they celebrate a day called Day of the Dead. It's also ancestry. Countries that celebrate ancestry a lot might, like in East Asia, might have a Ghost Appreciation Day. But in October, do we in the United States have a Ghost Appreciation Day? No, I've got a lot of no's. I got a lot of no's. Not a day. Not a day. Declan, are you still there? I haven't heard from you for a while. But this next one, Declan, I think you might be one that would celebrate along with me in it. It is National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work Day. National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work Day. And I'm kicking myself because I told you guys my mom gave me that box that had all of my school projects in it. It also had, it's not a stuffed teddy bear, but it's like a stuffed dog that has flappy beagle ears that growing up I kept with me. And my mom would always tell stories that I would lay and sleep and I would use his ears to cover my eyes to block the light. So there should be a national, I guess I want to call it a National Stuffed Animal Day. That would be a good one. And my dog's name was Fleagle Beagle. Fleagle Beagle. So next week we are going to have online again. So we're going to be, our goal down the road is to alternate being live one week and in person the next. Live one week, in person the next. But for this time, we're going to meet online this week. We'll meet online next week. And then we're going to have back-to-back weeks where we're going to meet in person. The first night, we're going to do the movie night. And then the following week, on a Saturday, not on a Sunday, a Saturday night, not a Friday night, we are going to do a s'mores making night where I'm going to get a whole bunch of individually packaged s'mores things. I'm going to get a bunch of skewers, and we're going to put up little campfires in the lower parking lot at church and hang out and do campfires, socially distanced. So we'll have multiple campfires. So we'll have 4 people at each one able to roast. So join us for those. So here we go. The answer for National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work Day is a holiday. So we actually just missed it. It was 2 days ago. If I'd known, I would have showed up at my 9:30 a.m. staff meeting with Fleagle Beagle on my shoulder. But good news, it is a holiday. Declan, you just missed it. But go ahead, bring your teddy bear to school if you want to. I won't stop you. And let's move on to the next one. I really hope this next one is a holiday. International Moment of Frustration Scream Day. Do you think there's a day in October that is highlighted where people just scream in frustration? I'm not going to do it because I don't know how loud you guys have me on your end. I don't want it to be overwhelming. My neighbors actually are right over against that wall. I don't want them to think something's going on here. And I'm also not currently frustrated. But maybe later today, I'll scream in frustration. And Amy Wozni, actually, thank you for that gift you got, Jazz. I was just looking over to see what in the world he was doing, and I saw him chasing the little spring. I'm going to pop over and grab it and show you guys. Oh, maybe. Nope, I'm not going to go grab it. He just ran off with it. So, no luck on that one. So, do you think there is an International Scream in Frustration Day? There is. October 13th. So we missed it 3 days ago. Raise your hand if you screamed in frustration 3 days ago. I don't think I did. It was a Tuesday. Tuesdays are usually pretty good days for me. So I feel like that's a day that should just be observed whenever it's true. Whenever you're frustrated, go ahead and let it out. Oh, Jazz just brought it over. It's this little springy toy. Jazz likes playing with it. About every couple of days, I have to go get it from under the couch. He does this thing with it. He's like kind of like staring at me. Are you gonna give it back to me? He does this thing where he rolls it under the couch and then he sticks both of his legs and lays upside down under, like trying to reach under the couch. So Amy, thank you for these. Jazz loves them. Here you go. See if you can hear him running away. That was the pitter patter of a kitten's feet. He likes chasing stuff, as you guys have seen a couple times before. He likes to go and retrieve the darts that I shoot at the camera. So next one, or not next one. Do you think? Oh wait, yeah, this is next one. This is fantastic. Eat dessert on your front porch day. What do you guys think? Eat dessert on your front porch day. I honestly think every day should be eat dessert on your front porch day. But Carolyn and I don't actually have a front porch. We do have a path, I guess, like to our front door. You could sit in there. But Carolyn and I, during quarantine, we've done a lot of work making our backyard nice. So we've been spending time. I put up a hammock out there. We got a little table and some chairs, so we're able to. Maybe we'll do dessert out there later tonight. Carolyn got the ice cream sundae from Costco yesterday, and from the Costco food court. We live just down the hill from the Costco in Poway, so it's a quick skip up there if we want to get something. Hot dog, pizza, good deal. Although they just started. I guess they didn't just start, but now you actually have to have a Costco card to use the food court as well. So that's somewhat new. Okay, next one. Not a day. Not a day. So eat dessert on your porch is not a day, but it should be. Or just we should agree that every day should be easier. Although I feel like eating ice cream on your porch, it almost feels like mean to the people around you. Like if I'm passing by somebody's like house, it's like, oh, they have ice cream. I want ice cream. And then you're like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, that's a good point, Amy. If it did exist, it should be in summer. Although I guess that's true. You're more likely to sit outside when the weather is pleasant, especially if this is everywhere. You know, somebody in Minnesota is not going to be sitting on the front porch in October eating ice cream. Probably not. National Knock Knock Joke Day. Do you think there is a National Knock Knock Joke Day in October? So all of these are October. Do you think there is a National Knock Knock Day in October? What do you guys think? Yes, I see. Yes, it'd be a great way to know your neighbors. Oh, I thought you were saying knock knock jokes would be a good day to get a good way to get to know your neighbors. It's like knock knock, who's there? It's like just go away. No. So ice cream on your porch or knock knock jokes, both good ways to get to know your neighbors. I actually have a friend who every day he has like one of those little things you stick in your yard that you can like put a sign up on, and he actually puts a dad joke on it every day. What was my dad joke? I sent somebody a dad joke today. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, why wasn't the turkey hungry on Thanksgiving? Because he was stuffed. I think that it was something along those lines. I know, super cheesy, super cheesy. That's kind of the point. So that's going to be our last one because I want to move on to our next thing. But first off, I still have these. Some of you guys weren't with us last week when we did Carolyn and I, our first, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, because we were live last week. 2 weeks ago, we did our This Is Jazz Then and Now videos, and these were just too cute for me to take out. So I just decided to throw them in there. I'll see if I can get them. Nope, he does not want to be picked up, but I wanted you guys to see these pictures just because they're so great. He's so cute. He's still cute. He still loves that blanket. There's him sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Okay, so for those of you guys that weren't here at the very beginning, I know we've gained a couple, lost a couple, but I was going to show you my morning routine for making Carolyn's coffee with when I'm trying to spice it up, right? So I've got this is what I brew the coffee into. So I usually don't make it in this, but it's the end of the day, so I figure I'll just make a batch of it in here, and then we can drink it either today or sometimes I just put it in the refrigerator and save it for tomorrow. So I've got pumpkin pie spice, which a lot of this is probably redundant, but I put some pumpkin pie spice in there. This is a somewhat larger batch, so I just poured it on the counter. Do some nutmeg, right? So I feel like there's nutmeg in pumpkin pie spice, but it seems like the more things you mix in a drink, the fancier you feel like it is. Cinnamon, who doesn't love some cinnamon? Not gonna do the cinnamon spoon challenge. Not worth it. And then obviously the final is some sort of thing to make it creamy. So our thing of choice is coconut cream. So I've got some coconut cream I'm just gonna pour in there. Looking good. And then this is a cool thing my mom got me. So this is a little air frother. It's called an Aero Latte. I like it when it's just a little whisk thing that's got a little power button, and you just. So I'll stick it in here. Here we go. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of spinning and swirling. And there you go. Pumpkin spice latte. Pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe too many seasonings, but still, I'm going to enjoy it for the rest of our program today. So that's pumpkin spice latte. Probably not an authentic latte, but pumpkin spice with coconut cream and spices. So this next game we're going to play, I'm going to go quick, but this game is called Did They Pumpkin Spice It? So the way this game works is I'm going to show you a product, and then you're going to guess whether or not there is a pumpkin spice flavored alternative. So let's check it out. First on the deck, Spam. Do you guys think there is a pumpkin spice flavored ham that has been produced? Sounds pretty gross. And that's coming from somebody that actually kind of likes pumpkin spice and I really like Spam. I kind of like pumpkin spice. What do you guys think? Put your comments in the comment section. is there a pumpkin spice? I guess I should, how about this? I'll put the pumpkin spice right there as like a featured thing. Did they pumpkin spice it? What do you guys think? No, no. I like, Ian, I like your response. I hope not. So no, no. Ryan's like, sure. Yeah, they did it. Here we go. The answer is yes. Limited edition pumpkin spice. They tried it. They tried it. Yes. There is nothing that sounds very good about that. The only potential this would have is if you added a ton of sugar, because I know like Spam, we don't know exactly what it is, but it kind of has ham-like flavors to it. And, you know, a sweet sugar, like honey maple glaze ham, if you put enough of it in there, enough other sugar things, like maybe you wouldn't notice the horrific pumpkin spice. Okay. So next one. Kit Kat. Do you think there is a pumpkin spice Kit Kat on the shelves that you guys can buy? Refreshing. Ian saying yes, there is a pumpkin spice Kit Kat. What do you guys think? Put your comments below. Is there a pumpkin spice? Yes, no. Yeah, Amy, I'm with you on that one too. Yeah, people do like cloves and ham. I'm not a huge fan of cloves, but they're kind of a staple when it comes to Thanksgiving hams and Christmas hams. There's usually some cloves shoved in there. So what do you guys think? Is there a pumpkin spice Kit Kat? And you guys were correct. Yes, they pumpkin spiced it. There it is, the pumpkin spice Kit Kat. I think I would rather go with the regular Kit Kat. Ian, you've had the pumpkin spice Kit Kat. Was it any good? Or would you rather just have a regular Kit Kat? So, do you guys think there is a pumpkin spice goat milk? If you guys have ever seen the movie Napoleon Dynamite, there's the scene when he's at the FFA fair thing and he's having to taste milks and say why different milks tasted the way they did, and he drinks the one and goes, "This cow got into an onion patch," and then he sets it down. So goat milk. This goat was eating pumpkin pie. What do you guys think? Think yes or no on pumpkin spice goat milk? No, they did not. They did not pumpkin spice goat milk. But people drink eggnog, which is really kind of, I think those kind of fall in the similar category a little bit. I mean, yeah, they're obviously different, but I think they would have a similar flavor profile between eggnog. And some people love eggnog, so maybe some people would like pumpkin spice goat milk. Next one, Sprite. Do you think there is a deliciously refreshing Sprite goat milk? Not Sprite goat milk. That would be weird. A pumpkin spice Sprite. We got to know. What do you guys think? Pumpkin spice Sprite. Yay or nay? Did they pumpkin spice it? Sprite. There we go. They did not. So I just got a whole bunch. No. Yeah, most of you guys got that one right. So good one. You guys are good at this game. So there's one soda that's not pumpkin spice. What about Dr. Pepper? Do you think Dr. Pepper has a pumpkin spice? So my sister went to college in the city that Dr. Pepper was invented. So when we went to go visit her there once, we went to the Dr. Pepper Museum, which was interesting. Do you guys think there is a Dr. Pepper pumpkin spice flavor? There are a couple different flavors of Dr. Pepper. I haven't seen the Dr. Pepper cream on the shelf yet. I don't know if you guys have, but there is is there a Dr. Pepper cream, or not Dr. Pepper cream soda? Is there a Dr. Pepper pumpkin spice flavor? The answer is no, they did not. So no, there is no pumpkin spice Dr. Pepper. Okay, next one. Hand sanitizer. Is there a pumpkin spice hand sanitizer? I guess this is one more of like it would be a pumpkin spice scented, because I hope you're not eating your hand sanitizer. You know, you never be too safe. Sanitize the tongue. I don't know. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Is there, what do you guys think? Do you think there is a pumpkin spice hand sanitizer? Pumpkin spice hand sanitizer. So one of the funny things, when COVID first happened and like everybody was trying to find hand sanitizer because they're making sure they wanted to be clean, make sure they had the germs, I kind of went through our cabinets and stuff, and I found so many of those little bottles that always end up being put in like Christmas stockings and stuff of hand sanitizer. So if anything good came out of COVID is it forced me to get out and use all of the little tiny hand sanitizer containers. So what do you guys think? Did they pumpkin spice hand sanitizer? Yes, they did. That is from Bath and Body Works, if anybody is interested. If you're interested in pumpkin spice hand sanitizer, you can get it from Bath and Body Works. Okay. We'll do two more. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, I would not be surprised if they pumpkin spice it because they've come up with a lot of different flavors lately. There is a root beer Hot Pocket, not very good. There is a Orange Crush Hot Pocket, or not Hot Pocket, Pop-Tart. Orange Crush Hot Pocket would be disgusting. Orange Crush Pop-Tart, also not very good. Do you think they pumpkin spiced the Pop-Tart? And how about this? I don't know if you guys eat Pop-Tarts or you're familiar with Pop-Tarts. Why don't you go ahead and comment your favorite kind of Pop-Tart in the chat as well? Like if you could have any kind of Pop-Tart from all of the different Pop-Tart options, which one would you go with? For me, it's a difficult decision. I'm kind of split between, I do love the traditional strawberry Pop-Tart, but then I do also love the brown sugar one as well. But I think I'll probably go with strawberry myself. But honestly, I haven't had a Pop-Tart in at least 5 years. At least 5 years. I don't know. Well, first off, I'm not a huge breakfast guy to begin with. I'm also not a huge sweets guy. So I'm going to go with, that's probably the main reason. And Carolyn doesn't buy them. And if I don't buy them, it's not like they're around the house. My dad loves Pop-Tarts. Although I don't know if he's still eating Pop-Tarts all the time as well. But what do you guys think? Did they pumpkin spice the Pop-Tart? And also feel free to continue to make your comments. It looks like strawberry is a pretty popular option out there. Sorry for the lighting. You guys are kind of struggling to see that. But yes, there is a limited edition pumpkin spice Pop-Tart available in stores. So, okay. I'll do two more because one of them is just too bizarre. Fishing worms. If you were to go to the store, Walmart, to go get some of your fishing worms, not the real worms. Obviously, they're not pumpkin spicing, just dumping pumpkin spice on worms. But worms are these little things that you hook onto your hook to make it look like you have an actual worm. Do you think they pumpkin spiced the fishing worms? I don't know. That's one of those interesting, like fish are kind of funny. You never know what they're going to eat. So I don't know if fish would be interested in pumpkin spice fishing worm, or honestly, I'm more of a I think fish are more interested in what are in things that are shiny. I feel like whenever I've gone fishing, I've always wanted to have some sort of lure that had something reflective. So I'm not sure I'm as worried about the smell or the pumpkin spice. Although fishing bait does smell pretty bad. If you go fishing, open up a bag of just the rubber worms, they do not smell good. So there must be something to it. I don't know enough about it, but they do smell gross. So what do you guys think? Did they pumpkin spice fishing worms? Are you guys serious? They did. They did. I know it's difficult for you guys to see. But I'll read. It says super salt plus super fluke pumpkin spice. I feel like I need to go do some YouTube or maybe some internet searches and figure out, do people use these? Has anybody ever caught anything with a pumpkin spice fishing worm? Or I'm also wondering if it kind of goes along the lines with, for me, I think fish aren't necessarily as concerned about what something smells like as much as they are what something looks like. And if it's shiny and looks like something they would want to eat, they just go for it. So that was one. And then this one was just bizarre. So I'm not even going to ask the question. I'm just going to show it to you. They pumpkin spiced the sneaker by the brand Saucony. So it's not actually pumpkin spice, but it's designed as pumpkin spice theme. So the name of it is a pumpkin spice design, but it's just kind of got the browns and the oranges, and I mean it looks pretty cool. If you wanted a brown and white shoe, why not? But that's it for our game time today on Restless. So for those of you guys that have been coming in and out, or maybe you weren't here at the beginning, I shared about how this season of school was always really hard for me. You know, it was kind of one of those. I felt like I had to go forever in between breaks, right? It seems like when you have holidays like mishmash throughout the year, it makes school not seem quite as long. Like knowing that you're going to have a Wednesday off in the middle of a week, or you're going to have a 4-day week here, a 4-day week there. It always kind of gives you a sense of hope. It always kind of gives you like, oh, next week is a 3-day weekend, right? Really exciting to have 3-day weekends, but here we are. Halloween is on a Saturday, so it's like usually a night of school where maybe your responsibilities might go down because people know it's Halloween, but it's on a Saturday, so you don't even really get like teachers giving you any grace for that, and it's just a really, really long haul, right? And we shared about when quarantine first started. One of the things we talked about a lot here was just this whole concept of like when we first started, there was the whole idea of like, oh, you just need to stay at home for a week, right? And then they turned it into, you just have to stay home for 2 weeks. And then before you know it, it's like, oh, you only have to stay home for 3 weeks. And then like, eventually we're like, we're never going to get to go back, right? But there's like that season of hopelessness, right? Of just like, we're never going to get to go back to life as normal, right? And there's that sense of hopelessness, right? Of like, this is going to last forever. Right. And that's kind of what we are experiencing now in the school year, right? Where it just feels so far away. And I don't know about you guys, it might feel a little different. For those of you that usually go to school, but you're doing everything online, it might feel a little different because you're home a lot and it might look a little different. But there's still that everything feels really far away, right? Everything feels really far away. But one of the things that, I don't want to say I'm good at it, but one of the things that has always come somewhat naturally to me is just living in the moment. So for one of the things that I encourage you guys to do is when you look at your calendar, I challenge you guys to not always live your life looking forward for what's coming ahead, right? Hope is a big deal. It's really good to have hope. And I can't, honestly, I can wait, but like I have the mentality, like I can't wait for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's going to be great. But Carolyn and I have been talking about Thanksgiving, and right now it's like a season of mourning almost. Because, we have these traditions that we want to gather and want to do things together, but we're in a season where we're not allowed to do that, and we can't do that. And there's people that we care about that we don't want to put at risk, right? And then it's like, and then where there's that whole like, what's Christmas going to look like, right? And at church, we've been, Christmas is our busiest season of the year. And we've been spending hours and days in meetings trying to figure out how can we do Christmas this year that's going to bless the community, that's going to bring people joy, that's going to show Jesus to our community, but also how can we do it in a manner that's keeping everybody safe, right? And because we plan ahead, and that's what we do a lot, is like we're looking, it's still the middle of October, but honestly, we started this conversation in August, just not knowing what Christmas is even going to look like. And now here we are, it's still 2 months away. And it is important for us to think ahead. It is important for us to have hope for the future, right? My hope is that we will be able to come back to church every week, that people won't have to wear masks, that we'll be able to sing out loud as we can. You guys will be able to hear me singing from a long ways away. That is my desire, and that is my hope, right? But it is also important for us to not only be looking forward to the things to come, but also be maximizing this season that we have right now. Right? And maximizing the season that we have right now. So for one of the devotionals, I talked about how in this season, it's really important for us to make sure that we are investing in the now, right? And for those of you guys that are into video games, I think maybe some of you guys got this experience, but like it was really exciting when the quarantine first started, and we're like, oh, I can play all those video games I wanted for as long as I wanted. Or maybe for those of you guys, like Carolyn and I watch a lot of Netflix and Amazon Prime. And it was just like the other day, Carolyn was like, I'm just done watching TV, right? I'm done just doing this, right? And because we kind of like are in this season where we do all these things that we necessarily didn't have the time for before. Now that we have the quarantine kind of afforded a lot of us more time than we usually had at home. But my challenge for you guys, even though we're kind of headed out of the quarantine season, like, yes, we're still keeping our distance. Yes, we're still being safe, but things are slowly opening up, right? My challenge for you guys is, one, do it in a safe manner. Do it as best as possible, but don't be so focused on getting out and doing all that stuff that you weren't able to do that you fail to stop, slow down, and reflect on the good things that have come into your life in this season, right? Carolyn and I were talking about, like, last night, we were just talking about, like, she just goes, I don't want to forget how much healthier it feels because of the time we were able to spend together due to the quarantine, right? Carolyn and I have both been working from home for almost 6 months. And the reality of it is Carolyn works many evenings during the week. For years, I've worked 2 nights a week. And frequently, like, we would just, like, not spend all that much time together, like, during the week. Like, we kind of lived for, oh, we can't wait till we can hang out on Saturday, right? But the quarantine kind of provided us the opportunity to have our schedules align up a little more. And it was a real gift and a real blessing. So my challenge for you guys is, it's really exciting to go back and start doing all these things. I definitely prefer, like, I don't love talking to you guys through a screen. I would prefer just being with you guys, bringing a camp chair and sit out. I don't love wearing a mask, but I'd love to hang out with you guys, so I wear a mask. And but I challenge you guys, take a step back as you're heading into this season, right? And I shared about how we're in a season of like, school just feels really long, right? It just seems like a really long season. We're headed out of a season, but my challenge for you guys is, take some of the stuff that you learned during the quarantine. Maybe you developed new skills. Maybe you got better at something, and make sure you continue to do those things. Make sure you continue to invest in those things that you've been doing over the last 6 months so that you don't lose it. Right? Take the positive, right? It's really easy for us to focus on all the negative things of the quarantine. Take the positives and take those with you as we're headed into a season where we're not being quarantined, right? So I've done a lot of things that I think would make me more healthy. Like, I have a better work balance. I've been able to spend more time with my wife. I've been more physically active through making phone calls and walking while I do them. Spending more time cooking at home, right? All things that I enjoy. So make sure you guys take this season, and as you reflect on it, think of the blessings that you've had, and think about what you can do as you head into this, busy season. Schools are going back to in-person sessions. Activities are increasing, right, to in-person. So you'll be going out more. You won't have as much time at home. And think about the things that you loved and enjoyed over the course of the last couple months, and think about how you can invest in those things and better use those to empower you moving forward. So I actually forgot the Nerf gun over there, so I'm not going to go get it, but I do have one in my desk drawer right here. So I'm going to go see if I can throw it at it. If it's a fail, that's okay. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I hope to see you soon. Fail. Oh, is this a sticky one? Yep, got one more. This one doesn't look like it's going to fly very well, but let's see. Ready? Oh, just missed. Skipped right across the top. Have a great one. Yeah, Jazz just jumped down because he saw me throw the dart. He went to go get it. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. See you online next Friday. Bye.